Good day, everybody. It's Royale. As you know, my videos are raw, short, and sweet. Hit that like button, subscribe. This one is about this lady again, Christina. I haven't made a video about her for a while. She's back on the scene. I think it's been like the last 6 months she came back or something. But here she's talking about whoever voted for Donald Trump, celebrities who voted for Donald Trump. The big mistake they have done. He hasn't done any good, according to her. He didn't denounce white supremacists, which he did. If you actually watched the video, so many different things. He's not for the LGBTQ community or the black community. Um, all these different false things, and anybody who actually watched the full clip about him denouncing about there's good people on both sides. If you actually sat down, looked for the actual clip, you would have seen that he actually said from the start, "This is America, and we did not condone the KKK, the racist people." He said that, and he said America denounces that, and he said that so many times. And if you haven't seen his secretary on she's on the stand talking, the podium, whatever you guys call that, taking questions, she said it so many times, different phrases, different paragraphs, different interviews that he said he denounces. So it's like I don't like it when you come on, you have your podcast or your whatever YouTube thing, and then you're giving people like false information. Like, I'm a person that's in the middle, and I try to see both sides to each story, and I think that's why I keep on talking, because I'm not one-sided, and it's all about trying to find the truth. Because if you don't find the truth, then you're just leading your whole life blind, right? So I know Trump's not the greatest. I know Joe Biden's not the greatest, but I think that Trump has done a lot for the Americans, which I'm not American, but I think he's done a lot for the Americans, and they all crappy. Like, look at our people too. You're Canadian, I'm Canadian too. Like, look at, do you think our Trudeau's doing anything good for us? No, he's not. He got elected. Everyone got elected. These guys got elected. Do you think they're doing anything good for us? No, they're not. That's the thing about it. It doesn't matter who you vote for. They're gonna give you two things you like and take away two things you don't like. Like, that's just the way it's been. Do you think Obama did a great job? He's done good stuff and he's done bad stuff. Like, they never please everybody, and at the end of the day, they do please their own people at the end of the day, because they, you know what I mean. But I think that Trump couldn't have been bought because he's actually rich. So these guys that are not rich, they can be bought. He couldn't be bought just because he doesn't speak the speak or walk the walk as a politician. Didn't mean he did a good job. That's the only thing that you guys didn't like about him, because he spoke his mind. He was a loose cannon or a loose mouth, or whatever the phase is. But to come here and have your thing again, but that's your freedom, right? You can post, but if you're gonna say something, at least have like facts, and not just be biased about it. That's the thing about it. Like on both sides, like, and it's so ridiculous. Like how both sides sometimes, most of the time, most of the time on the left, but someone's on the right too. You guys are just so biased. Like, no one can come in between and just give the facts, not your opinion or how you feel about the person, but the facts. Like, stick with the facts. Again, Joe Biden's not that great. Trump's not that great. Trudeau's not that great, and Doug Ford's not that great, and whoever else was gonna come in, whatever it may be, they're all shit in some way. But to say that Donald Trump has like nothing good, he didn't offer nothing good, it's a lie. He did a lot of stuff good for the Americans. And you need to open up your mind and actually educate yourself and actually see the facts of what he's done good for the Americans. And you can actually see Americans saying that he's done good. What do you think he has so much followers for? There's a reason why he has so much followers for it. There's a reason why they want him to get back in office, is because they think he's done a good job. But anyways, I'm just gonna play part of her video. Oh, and the next thing too, and then she's like, yeah, the black thing too, which me as being a black person, as I said, I don't think he's racist. I think they're all racist in some ways, anyways, whatever. But I mean, I don't. He's helped out a lot of black people, even back in the days. He's helped out a lot of black businesses, gave them loans. If you actually look at the documentary, if you look at these facts about what he's done back in the days for black people. I would say Joe Biden's more racist, because if you don't vote for me, that means you're not black. Really? You're gonna tell me how for me to be black now? So if I don't vote for you, I'm not black? He said that on the morning show with the God. What's his name? something the God, whatever his name is, the black guy with the bald head, the morning show in America, obviously. So you look that up yourself. Like I hope you watch my video and you can like educate yourself, and you will see that that's what Joe Biden said. And then Kamala Harrison, after what she was a judge, I believe, and she arrested people for smoking weed and having weed on them, and then also on that podcast too, on the show, on the morning, whatever it's called, with what's his name, something the God, Charlemagne the God. That's his name, Charlemagne the God. She admitted that she smoked weed in back in the days, and she laughed on it, right? So like, these are the things that you're saying. You're like, oh yeah, I'm so proud of these people, and oh yeah, back them up. But they're hypocrites too, and they've done stuff, and this is why you never put your faith in another human being to the max, except for your kids, but not even your kids too, because we're all humans. We're all gonna fail. You know what I mean? So the only person you can really put trust into and believe and have 100% full faith in is yourself. Even though you're gonna fail too, but you're you know what I mean? Like, what you're doing, right? But yeah, so I think you should educate yourself a little bit, and open up your mind a little bit, because yeah, you're kind of lost on the things right now. But I'm gonna play a little clip of her video, and let me see what you guys think about it.
So upset when they received backlash, and they used the most played out talking point that I've ever seen in this election. They're like, people being mad that I exercised my right to vote is ridiculous. You guys are the ones causing division. No matter who wins in the next few days, we all need to come together.
We do.
And unify
We
as
do.
Americans.
They do.
Like, no matter who wins or loses, this isn't a football game, Karen. This isn't a football game. People aren't just mad because they are losing $10.
And that's the next thing too, and this is where division comes in from. Okay, so it doesn't matter who you vote for. I think that we should come together, and I think that the two parties that are fighting against each other should also come together. So there isn't division. Okay, well, you want to be in charge, whatever, but at the end of the day, you should still have my back, and you should be still like emailing me or talking to me on the phone and giving me suggestions, and I should be taking some of your suggestions, and I should be implementing them to make the world better, to make our country better, to make the people's lives better. So yeah, so it is about us uniting together. If Joe Biden wins, Trump should be able to talk to him and give his input, and they should be working together on fixing America and solutions if you really care about your country. So no, at the end of the day, none of these guys really do care about the country, really, because, and well, some of them, well, yeah, I would say that they kind of don't, because it's more for their stuff, for them to get in for power. Because if they really did care, there wouldn't be parties, and if there's parties, then you would still at least some way work with each other. It's the same thing with a couple, right? Married couple. They get divorced, they separated. What do? The best interest is about the kid, right? So they both communicate. They both put the kid in programs. They both go to programs, what sports, whatever it may be, extra classes so they can learn French, English, whatever, Spanish, whatever it is, piano lessons, whatever it may be. And then they also both provide for the kid financially, right? Just because they broke up, it's not like, okay, fine, no, that's your kid now. No, a good father, a good mother, that's what they do, right? The ones that actually care about their kid, right? So it's the same thing with the country. Just because you didn't win doesn't mean you guys can't work together and actually better the country. Okay, I didn't win. Let me sit down with you and see if what I'm saying makes sense to you, and let's work together to fix the country. It's not about me and you. So yes, they should unite. But see, you have that mentality of separation already. So that's why it never work out. That's what I'm saying. You need to sit down and really educate yourself. Like really, like there's so much things that's wrong in this world, and one of them is that. And yes, greed, and you went on with greed and stuff like that, and corruption, stuff like that, and taxes and stuff like that, whatever maybe. Yes, greed is a big part of this whole thing too. Greed and conquering, and I want to be in power. I want to control your life. And you know what? Yeah, we only do live once, obviously, well, to my knowledge. And yeah, like it is kind of messed up how these people have control of our lives and they mess it up sometimes. But this is why I think that they need to get together and fix it and come to a conclusion where it's better for the people, not just for my party and what my party thinks. Because if one party thinks one way, it doesn't work out for everybody. Just like you guys are left and some people are right, you need to be in between, because all the left ideas are not going to work for someone that's a right or someone that's in between. I've said this in my last video too, man. But like, I don't know. I wish you just stop and think for a second and have an open mind. We're all in it together. We only live once. We need to show more love and more tolerant for each other and try to help each other out. Doesn't matter where you come from, what your background is. Anyways, subscribe, leave a comment. You guys all be safe. Yeah, I'll make another one about this later on. But yeah, bye.